to the Midnight Scooby Show, and since I've already reviewed the Scooby-Doo movie from 2002, I'm not going to review it again to celebrate its 20th anniversary. Instead, I want to celebrate the 18th anniversary of the second film, Monsters Unleashed. This film I actually really enjoyed a lot more than the first film. I think it's simply because it features Scooby-Doo monsters that I saw watching Scooby-Doo cartoons on Boomerang. It was just so cool to see them brought to life, even though a lot of them I was like, that's not how they look in the show. I remember that. Like, that's not what Minor 49 are supposed to look like. But I think they're used really well. There's so many kind of Easter eggs with all those costumes that we see in this exhibit. And I actually never really caught all of them, it seemed like, because I got the trading cards a while ago, and I was seeing all these villains in there, like, I did not catch that. I have to rewatch this film again. You have basically Scooby-Doo, the Mystery Inc. gang, having to face their old foes again in a completely different way, because it's a little bit harder to defeat them this time. Because there's this greater villain who's bringing them back, the costumes, to life. But the more I watch this film over the years, I really enjoy this version of Mystery Inc. And I really wish there was a third film. I think they developed these versions really well, and at least we still get Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, because he is still one of the best parts. He really did a great job bringing Shaggy to life. But it's just so fun. It really honors the Scooby-Doo legacy really well. It kind of has a lot of Easter eggs to various different eras, which I think is really awesome. It's still a movie that I laugh a lot at. It's definitely, not the greatest film of all time, but I think they do a really solid job with it. And I really actually enjoyed this one a lot more than the first one. But now, I think I respect both of them really a lot more. I really think they do something a little bit different with the Scooby-Doo mythos. And the first film is a lot more kind of original to me. I really like the idea with it, this kind of island. It's kind of taking over people. It's really cool, but there's something about this film featuring classic Scooby-Doo monsters that I've always liked. And also there's some really jokes that still I laugh a lot about. But yeah, Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed is a really just hilarious movie. It's definitely my guilty pleasure film. Whenever I'm kind of down, I always go back to this one. It's one of my top films I always look back at and just kind of just put it on, just laugh and forget about anything. It's just a really hilarious movie. It has a lot of great jokes, a lot of good references, and I've probably watched this film a lot of times. Not as much as Ghostbusters, but still, a lot of times. So, let me know your thoughts on Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be that mysterious DVD that I mentioned over like a month and a half ago. It's coming, I promise. Bye, everyone.